Hello everyone, it's Desiree Alexander, aka Educator Alexander, and I have a quick 5-minute tip for you today that I learned from my good friend Mari, and she learned it from someone else this week, so isn't that how learning goes? So this is all about Google Slides app. I am using an iPhone, so Google Slide app, and using it with Google Meet. So this cool tip will allow you to present your slideshow from your phone, and that way you can stay in the Google Meet, you can see the chat, you can see everything, and you can do an awesome thing on your Google Slides app. So let's look at it. So I have my phone with me. I will say in my personal opinion, I think it's much easier to do this when you have a scheduled meeting. So when you have a meeting that is scheduled and when you go to Google Meet, it shows up like this. And when I say scheduled, put on your Google Calendar. I think it's much easier and you'll see what I mean by that. You can still do it on a meeting that you just kind of start right now. But even if you're going to start it right now, I suggest putting it on your Google Calendar, and that way it'll make this just one step easier. So let's look at this. So to get into my Google Meet, I would of course come and click 5-minute tips. But I'm already in my Google Meet, so I'm just going to come right here. Hello. So I'm going to pull up my phone again. I'm going to go to Google Slides. I'm going to choose a slideshow. And then you see this play button up here. I'm going to go ahead and click that, and it's going to give me some options. So I have present to external display, present to a new or existing meeting, and because it's scheduled, I have 5-minute tips on here. So that's what I mean by, I think it's just one step easier where I can just click the meeting. If I click present to new or existing meeting, then I have to type in the meeting ID or copy and paste the meeting ID. First world problems, but I think it's a little easier to just have the meeting there waiting on me. So I'm actually going to go ahead and present. That was one of the little tidbits that I found. Another tidbit that I found is you need to make sure that the accounts match, that the account that you're using for Google Meet actually matches the account that you're using on your phone for Google Slides. So, because I was doing it, it's like, it's not working. Why is it not working? It worked the other day. And I was on my personal account and my school account. So just make sure the accounts match. You can do it on your personal account, but the accounts have to match, which makes sense, right? So I'm going to go ahead and present. And I'm going to say 5-minute tip. So you'll see my present. So I'm going to get rid of my phone just for a second. So you'll see the presentation screen comes up right here. And it's pretty cool because I'm still in the meeting. So I can still handle the chat. I can still look at everything. It's not like taking over my screen. So, and of course, I'm using the Google Slides app. On my doppelganger account that's over here, this is my old computer. Do not judge my big old computer. But you can see that the presentation looks good. It looks just like if I was doing it from my computer. So I'm going to pull up the phone again so we can see both screens. So I have my phone, and you can see what people would see. So you see what I see what they see. So if I kind of tap on it, it's going to go to the next slide. So very easy to tap on. You see that I have my speaker notes here, and I can actually slide if you see the little arrow coming up, so I can just slide. You also have your speaker notes down there, which is pretty cool. If I come up here, this second button, that can be my question and answer. So if I want to start my question and answer, and that will allow people to actually use the link that you see up here. They can go to that and actually ask questions. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on just so you can see how it says ask a question at slides.goo.gl, blah, blah, blah. So they can go there and ask questions, and then I can come here and display them. So if I saw a question here, notice it's on my screen, but it's not on their screen. On their screen, they're still seeing the presentation. So if I saw a question here that was really cool, I can just hit display question, and now that question will go up. I mean, you could do all this from your phone. So I have question and answer. I also have the next little button that kind of shows me all of my slides. Again, they're not seeing it, but I can come here and kind of see all the slides, see what's next. I can actually click on it as well. So I can actually see what's next. So I can, when I'm doing my presentation, I'll know what I'm supposed to talk about, right? And then last but not least, you also have, Did I stop? I stopped presenting. Sorry. Let me present one more time. Last but not least, you have the annotation button. So this little button right here, the little ink pen, I can actually click that, and now I can annotate on the screen and they will see it. So if I'm going to go ahead and go to the second slide. I'm going to unclick the button so I can go to the next slide. Oh, I'm already on the last slide. Sorry, Google Slides. Okay, so if I want to go, hey guys, and then we're going to go to this website to find, oh, that is not an arrow. We're going to go to that website to find some good tips, and then you're going to be very happy when you get there. Oh gosh, I am horrible at annotation with my finger. But there you go. So that's the 5-minute tip for today.